Hello, friends. It's Miss Amy. I'm here at my house, and I know that you're at your house. What happened? One day we were at school, and now we have to be at home. Did Mom and Dad explain it to you? Do you remember that we were wearing masks at school to keep us safe so that we weren't spreading germs and getting coronavirus or COVID, if that's what you call it? Well, guess what? We had one friend in our class who ended up getting those nasty germs. Even though we tried really hard, sometimes it still happens. So now we have to stay at home for a little while and make sure that everybody's healthy and safe before we can come back to school together. But it'll be okay. We won't be apart for very long. I'm going to send your parents some activities that they can do with you every single day. And there will be certain days where you'll get to watch me on a video. I won't be able to hear you talking, but you can hear me talking. And we'll do some stories and some things together on the video. And then when we come back to school, we'll be ready to start right where we left off. The good thing about being home is that, guess what? We don't have to wear these while we're at home. So I'm going to take mine off. Ah, feels so good, doesn't it? Yes, it does. And since I'm not wearing that kind of mask, and we're celebrating Halloween, either celebrating it really soon, or if you're watching this video a little later, it might already be Halloween. But I made something at my house. You want to see what it is? It's a mask. Do you remember in group time the other day when I had my fancy mask and I was letting some of you try it on, and we played a game with our peepers? Do you remember what peepers are? Yeah, it's another funny word for our eyes, right? And we talked about looking for pairs of things, not like the kind of pear we eat, but the number pair. A pair is something that comes in twos. And we talked about how we have two eyes. We have a pair of eyes. Yep, we have a pair of hands. We have a pair of elbows. We have a pair of ears. So we have lots of things on our bodies that come in twos, right? And then we pulled some things out of my little witchy pot that were 1 and 2, and we had to figure out which ones were different. So if you're at home with Mom and Dad, which I know you are, you can find some things at your house where you can make your own mask. You can use a paper plate. I didn't have a paper plate, so guess what I had to do? I had to cut mine out of paper. And I happen to have Halloween stickers, so I put some of those on there. But if you don't have stickers, you can glue paper on it, you can color on it, and your parents can help you cut some eyes in it so you have room for your two peepers, right? And then what you can do is you can get a piece of paper, or you can get a notebook or a clipboard that you can put your paper on, and one of your favorite things to write and draw with. And you can go on a hunt around your house. And you can put your peepers on. You can say, peepers, peepers, what do I see? I see a pair of something looking at me. And you have to look all around your house. You might find a pair of shoes. You might find a pair of socks. You might find a pair of glasses, because there's two lenses. You might find something in your kitchen, like a pair of apples or a pair of bananas sitting on your counter. And then what you can do is you can take your piece of paper and your writing tool, and if you draw really nice and tiny all across your paper, you can draw all of the things that you find a pair of, or that you find two of. And then Mom or Dad can help you write the words underneath. And if you use more than one piece of paper, great! You might have lots of things in your house that you have two of, right? So get out your art supplies and make a really fun peepers mask. And then get out your writing things and go on a little hunt around your house. It'll be really fun. You'll enjoy it. Now, I'm going to put this kind of mask away, because now, since we're at home, guess what? We probably aren't going to get to go out and wear our costumes and go trick-or-treating. Yeah, it's sad, isn't it? Sad when things don't work out the way that we want them to. But when that happens, guess what? You have to find a different way to do something. So I went in my closet, and even though I'm home all by myself, I don't have anybody to visit with, I thought I would have some fun. So look what I got. Do you know what I am? If I had a horse and a lasso Yeah, I'd be a cowgirl. Would I look funny wearing this around the house by myself? Boy, it sure is fun though. I can't go out trick-or-treating, but I can still wear a costume. This is the one that I was going to wear on Halloween. And I'll leave this one on for our story today. I was going to be Minnie Mouse. Isn't it cute? Yeah. Can't wear it out, but I can still wear it around the house. So if you had a costume that you were going to wear, you know what you should do? I think on Halloween you should just put it on. Wear it around your house. Tell your parents, tell your brothers and sisters, anybody else who's living in the house with you, go put your costume on. And you can have a costume party right at your house. You can even make a special treat. Maybe you could build a fort or a little tent out of blankets and pillows. You could play a special game like Candyland or Chutes and Ladders. Or maybe you could have a fun movie night. There's lots of different things that you can do, even if you can't go out trick-or-treating. And guess what? We'll be able to go trick-or-treating next year. This is just one time. So while I have my funny ears on, I found a funny song about, what is that? It's a witch. And since I like to rhyme so much, this is called The Witch Had an Itch. Did you hear the rhyming words? Witch, itch, witch, itch. This is a fun game that you can play with your whole body, but since you can only see my head and my arms on the screen, we're just going to do it with the top of our body. But you can play it later with the rest of your body too. So it goes like this. The witch had an itch. The witch had an itch. Where, oh, where did the witch have an itch? Where should we put it first? How about up here? On her tiny little forehead, her tiny little forehead. The witch had an itch on her tiny little forehead. Oh, that was a good one. Should we try it again? The witch had an itch. The witch had an itch. Where, oh, where did the witch have an itch? Where should we go next? Got a good spot. I think I heard somebody say this. Your chin. On her tiny little chin. Her tiny little chin. The witch had an itch on her tiny little chin. One more time. The witch had an itch. The witch had an itch. Where, oh, where did the witch have an itch? I know exactly where we need to go. Because witches usually have long, pointy, ugly noses, right? On her long, ugly nose, on her long, ugly nose. Witch had an itch on her long, ugly nose. So you can keep doing that one with your family. You can go all over your body. You can do your toes. You can do your back. You can do your neck. Maybe the witch had itchy hair. I don't know. Could be anything. Say, is someone from your family in the room with you right now? Watching this video with you? You know what you have to do? Tell them to cover their ears. Close their eyes really tight. Tell them, don't listen right now. Because we're going to practice that song that we did when we were going to scare everybody. Do you remember what it is? About the ghost? Okay, and if nobody's in the room with you right now, that's okay. You can just remember it until we're done with the video, and then when it's all finished, then you can go scare them, okay? But if they're sitting next to you, tell them to cover their eyes and cover their ears. Okay, ready? Here we go. We're going to try it. I saw a little ghost, and he saw me too. When I said hi, he said boo! Oh, that was so good. I can hear you right through the camera. Let's try it one more time, and then we'll tell them to uncover their eyes, and we'll scare them, okay? Ready? I saw a little ghost, and he saw me too. When I said hi, he said boo! You got it. Okay, so remember it if nobody's in the room with you right now. If someone's sitting next to you, tell them they can uncover their eyes and their ears, okay? Okay, now you're going to turn whatever direction. You're going to look right at them, and I'll say the words with you. You ready? Okay, tell them to look right at you. Here we go. I saw a little ghost, and he saw me too. When I said hi, he said boo! Ah, did you make him jump? Ah, that was so good. I bet they're laughing right now, aren't they? Yes, and if nobody was in the room with you, you do it after the video. And you can go around and do it all the members of your family. You can kind of scare everybody. It's so much fun to make them It is, it is. I'm going to read a really quick story with you